everyone, my name is Desola. I'm a fashion designer and you are welcome to my channel. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to Daisy's Wardrobe. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're an existing subscriber, welcome. I'm so happy to have you here. And if you've seen my videos before and you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. And put on the notification bell so that you know when I put up a new video. I'm an African-inspired ready-to-wear fashion designer based here in Lagos, Nigeria, and I've been in business for 10 years. So here on my channel, I talk about being a fashion designer, running a ready-to-wear business, running a fashion business, all things fashion, and sometimes I talk about my life. And so here in today's video, I'll be talking about 3 mistakes to avoid when starting a business. And these are the mistakes that I made when I first started my business a while ago. So when you start a business, it's one of the most exciting things ever. And at the same time, it can be very nerve-wracking. And when I mean nerve-wracking, you may not know how to start, you may not know how to go about certain things. You know, it could be anything. And that alone can stand in your way of starting your business the way you want to start, and then in the process make some mistakes along the line. So one of the first mistakes I made was when I started my business, I knew what I wanted. Well, I had an idea of what I wanted. I didn't clearly know what I wanted, but I had an idea of what I wanted, and I thought to myself, if I do it this way, I do it that way, I do it this way, it would come out in a certain way. So I would want to follow the steps, because the thing is, I'm kind of like a perfectionist. So I would want things to go in a certain way, and if it doesn't go in that way, start telling myself negative things like, oh, it's not going to go the way I want it to go, it's not going to start properly, it's not going to, just negative talk. So basically the first mistake to avoid is critical thinking, overthinking everything. If you want to start a business, just don't overthink everything. Just go ahead and do it. What's the worst that can happen? Honestly, let's even look at it. What's the worst that can happen? Just go ahead and do it. When you start thinking and overthinking, you start pulling yourself back. You start stopping yourself from doing certain things that should propel you forward. You start thinking about things that you shouldn't even think about in the first place. So for example, you say, oh, this thing is not ready, so this one can't be done. This thing I've done is not good enough. It needs to be this color. It needs to be this size. It's not good enough. The thing is, all those businesses that you see today that are successful and doing very, very well, they all started from somewhere. Everybody starts from somewhere. Nobody is an overnight success. Everybody started from somewhere. And if you feel that whatever it is that you've done is not good enough to start with, I think it's a lot of times always in your mind. I think it's okay enough, and then just start. And when you start and along the line you feel it's not good enough, then you start to tweak things and put things in the way that you want it to be. Because if you're waiting for things to be in a perfect way or be in the perfect shape before you start your business, you wait forever, because there is no perfect time. There's no perfect timing. Time is now. So overthinking things is not going to help you when you want to start a business. Another mistake I made that got in my way when I first started my business. The thing is, you start a business and you feel like you're all alone. Because the thing is, entrepreneurship is a very lonely journey. Take it or leave it. It is a very lonely journey. And sometimes you just want someone to just say, don't worry, you're doing the right thing, you're going in the right direction. Or you just need some advice, or you just need something. And you go and meet people for advice. People that don't have businesses, or even if they have businesses, they're not in your line of business. Or you go and meet family members and friends that they're not in your line of business. Some of them don't even have businesses, and you go and meet them to give you advice. Majority of the time, they cannot give you any advice that will be satisfactory to you. Instead, they will give you advice that will make you feel a lot more insecure than you already feel. They give you advice that will make you question yourself so much more. I can remember when I first started, I used to work in a corporate job, and I left my corporate job to start my fashion business. And I can remember some family members telling me, okay, I went to ask and I said, what do you think? I opened my first boutique and I invited everybody and I said, what do you think? Tell me what you think. Is it okay? Is it nice? Do you think I would do well? Do you think I would just a whole bunch of questions. And one of them said to me, you're leaving your job to start this fashion business. Are you aware that once you leave this your corporate job, you can never go back to the corporate world again? And at that point, I said, no. Okay, then so be it. And that was it. At that point in time, I made up my mind that whatever it takes, this business is going to work out. This business is going to be successful. Because the thing is, sometimes you just need to calm down and believe in yourself. When you keep on asking people who are not in business or who are not in your line of business, a lot of the time, especially their family, they don't it's not like they're saying anything, they don't mean in a bad way, but because you have come to ask them for an advice and they care for you, they love you, they don't want to tell you, I don't know what to tell you, or I don't know what to say, and then some of them say some things and it doesn't really sit well. So the thing is, when you want to start a business and you need advice, it's always very, very important to go to people who either run a business that is similar to your business, or if you are lucky, go to someone who does your kind of business and then seek your advice from them and they will help you. But not to go and meet family members, friends who don't have businesses, or even if they have businesses, they're not in your line of business. Because the thing is, there are different businesses and everybody's goal is different. Your goal as a new business owner or your goal as a fresh new entrepreneur is different from the goal of someone who has been in business for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. So even if they advise you, sometimes it's very vague, sometimes it's not for you, and sometimes you just don't need the advice. So basically, it's best to go to who has a business, someone that has experience. And when I say experience, someone that has run a business successfully, not just someone who has a business and they are struggling to put their business together and they're giving you advice on how to start your business. Then another mistake that people make when they start their businesses is that when they start their business, they have this idea in their head as to how they want their business to grow, and they believe that, okay, because in my business plan or however I imagine my business to be, it's going to work out like that, and in the next 1 year I'll be cashing in so much, in the next 1 year the business will be so big, it will be so this, it will be so that. As in, it's possible, but the thing is, it's good to be very realistic. It's good to be very, very realistic when you start a business, and also to remember that, success is not built in a day or overnight. It's built over time. You build the success of your business over time, and over time is not a space of a couple of months or 1 year. No, it's over time. Because the thing in business is that you may have your plan, you may have your ideas, and once you implement and you start your plan, this is life. Life happens and things may not necessarily go according to plan. And if things don't go according to plan, two things can only happen. Two things in the sense that things may not work out, that's one, the way you want it to, and it falls below your expectation, or things may work out but not in the way you expected and it's beyond your expectation. So the thing is, when you start a business, you need to be very, very realistic. Realistic with your goals, plans, and whatever you can achieve, whatever goal that you can achieve within the period of time that you have set for yourself. You need to be very appreciative of your efforts. So you celebrate your goals, no matter how little it is, no matter how big it is. You always make sure you celebrate your goals. And when I say celebrate your goals, I'm not saying you should go and throw yourself a party or something like that. Celebrating your goals can just be buying yourself a cupcake and just saying well done, or whatever the case it may be. So yes, that is the third mistake when starting a business. And some of these mistakes, or even all three mistakes, I made those mistakes as well. So my video for today is done. It's not a very long video. If you enjoyed watching my video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe and put on the notification bell so that you know when I put up a new video. And so I will see you soon. Bye.